Hi.
Great to see you guys.
Thank you.
You are the power couple, the greatest writing team in many people's estimation. You have this huge fan base, Napoleon, Dynamite, Nacho, Libre, and now Gentlemen Broncos. Tell us something about Gentlemen Broncos. What do you want the audience to know about it?
Well, it's about a kid who writes really messed up science fiction stories that make his mom cry. And his story gets stolen by his hero, played by Jemaine Clement. And he kind of bastardites his story, and that's kind of what the film's about. And
you co-wrote the film. Is this autobiographical? Did you write some weird sci-fi?
You know, it's not autobiographical. A lot of the characters are very autobiographical, but the story, we got the idea for the film. Jerusha has a cousin that lives in Alaska who writes really disturbing fantasy stories, and his parents have been concerned for a while. And we thought it would be a fun idea to kind of make a film loosely about that.
So what's the process, the writing process with you does someone come up with the idea and then the other person develops it, or do you sort of just play off of each other?
It kind of changes every movie, but this one, it definitely was just, we sat in a room and...
Yeah, I mean, by the end of the process, we don't know who wrote what, because we
But I remember with Napoleon, he had these characters in mind before he knew what was going to happen, and so I kind of just helped him figure out what was going to happen. But this one, we kind of had a story first, and we had to develop the characters together.
A question. Gentlemen Broncos. How did you come up with the title? Because I know that Bronco is the name of the sci-fi hero and the protagonist of the book.
Sure.
But Gentlemen Broncos, is there some...
My mom had a really weird child rearing book when we were growing up, and it was called How to Raise a Boy or something like that. And there was a chapter in there talking about a certain stage of adolescence, and the author referred to it as the Gentlemen Bronco stage of a young man's life. And
it's the stage where boys take off their shirts all the time and strut around.
Mow the lawn. Yeah.
I think it's dead on.
You have a son. Is he in that stage now?
He's 6 years old. I'm sure he will.
I think it'll last like 10 years.
He'll be a Gentleman Bronco.
Gentleman Bronco. I have a question about the time period, because we can assume that we're in the 80s, but do you leave it up to the audience to decide? Because I don't remember seeing anything that told us the time period.
Yeah. We'd like to think of it as Rocky Mountain couture. As far as what people are wearing. Very functional, clothes you can wear on the farm, clothes you can relax in, clothes to keep you warm.
And our characters aren't very affluent, so, they just make do.
Well, I have to tell you, BlackTree Media is an urban media outlet. We, internet-based, a lot of YouTube hits, one of the most YouTube hits on the web, 250 million.
Wow.
Very broad international base, Australia, Germany, Africa. I'm from the Caribbean, a lot of people from the Caribbean. And I find it very interesting that so many people can relate to your caricatures almost in these homogenous towns.
Sure.
Not very urban, but the angst of these quirky characters resonates with so many people. Is that something you were hoping for when you were writing the character, or is it a surprise to you? Or the characters?
Yeah, I mean, we try and, a lot of these characters we base on people that we know, and really try to kind of mirror things that we've experienced in life, and it's always great when people can relate to that, and so we're very happy that despite, somebody from a big city might watch our films that take place in, rural middle America and still be able to identify with, these people that have big dreams and, maybe not the resources or means to do it, but they're trying.
Well, I loved the film. We look forward to Gentlemen Broncos hitting theaters everywhere. I know that you're going to get a huge success out of it. You already have the fan base, and I think it's going to grow now. Can we look forward to something else from you soon? It's almost like you're how people birth children every few years. You have another great film.
I know. Yeah, we're we got a couple of different things cooking right now. Probably too early to talk about, but she's writing a romantic comedy without me. I think I've been holding her back all these years.
I know.
Go for it.